one strand. Of course, in the cable you get 6 strands plus your core. So the core is not really used for making these. They just don't wrap together that nicely, but you get this 12-foot cable and then eventually get to make this. So yeah, it's a little bit out of practice doing this. Forgot kind of how to make them essentially. So getting it dialed in now. It's definitely takes a lot of practice to do this, to get consistency. You want your rings, you want your mollies to all be the same size, especially if you're going to be making them for this ring toss game, the logger toss. Yeah, if you've never done this before, you might want to wear gloves. It's definitely one of the harder exercises on your hands, just because you're manipulating hard steel cable and it's got the tendency to pinch you as well and stuff like that. But it is a lot of fun once you kind of figure out how to do it. I can tell already, I think this one might be made too small, but I'm gonna just keep going with it anyway. Yeah, so the goal here is to make these mollies as close as possible so we can make, you know, I've been talking with some friends of mine about developing the game more, and a part of that is having standard sizes for all the rings, because I had a couple sets of rings that were two of the sets of rings were a lot bigger, and so everybody was wanting to use them because everybody was having a lot of success. You know, they're bigger rings, I guess they're easier to get on the posts, and you know, I kind of touched on that in earlier videos about how, you know, they're more for the bigger rings, are more for the beginners, but in the tournament play everybody was wanting to use them because they were winning with them. So going forward, the big rings, I'm gonna ban them from, you're still gonna be able to use them in the tournament, but they will be banned. Oh, hey, Ollie. They will be banned in the finals. So if you do make it to the finals and you've been using the big rings the whole time, you're not gonna wanna, if you're serious, you're not gonna wanna play with them because they're not allowed in the finals. So you're gonna wanna be practiced on some of the smaller sets, or maybe you'll be practiced on these new sets that I'm making. So yeah, there it is. So now I gotta get to the point where I'll have to tuck, I'll take my my bar wrench and I'll tuck these in, and then on to the next one. Hey, thanks for joining me.